Right now, let's take a look back at last night's action, starting in Milwaukee, where the Bucks were trying to avoid a disastrous 0-2 start at home against Philadelphia. Here we see Rick Mahorn of Philly and Frank Brickowski of the Bucks getting together for some pleasantries. Charles Barkley, the peacemaker.
Half minute to go in the first quarter. Quintet. That shot from three-point range. Look out. Mahorn did not like the poke he took from Oakley. And Ronnie Nunn had to separate the two.
Take another look at the adversaries here. Mahorn clearly with the ball. Oakley comes in and hangs in there in a very annoying manner, actually. Mahorn had clear control of the ball. And what bothered Mahorn most was the pain. His eye hurt. And then Oakley showing that he's aggressive and right back into it. Hangs in there.
Well, Rick Mahorn particularly upset. He was poked in the left eye during warm-ups on Sunday by accident by teammate Jason Williams. He did go on to play 26 minutes, so you know he was not thrilled by taking another poke in the eye.
It seems so unnecessary. He had the ball, and the only way Oakley would get it would be to foul him. So it seemed from Mahorn's perspective, I'm sure, a very unnecessary move.
I hope we're not intimidated. If we are, then certainly that's the problem right there, because we give them an upper hand before we even step on the court.
The bad boys can be intimidating. The Bulls aren't the only team that knows this in the NBA, but they might know it best. Although the Bulls have battled back at times, the Pistons have usually slapped them down. Sometimes the rivalry has escalated into something beyond basketball, but it's the intensity of this rivalry that the Pistons thrive on.
Much like their rivalry with the defending champion Chicago Bulls, Detroit is finding itself in the midst of some very physical play with New York, which here in the opening minutes of Game 3 exploded into nearly a full-scale war. Patrick Ewing has come to expect it, but Dennis Rodman believes the officials are not really paying attention to the way he's being treated by the Knicks, all but eliminating his expected dominance on the boards.
We're just the Rodney Dangerfield, you know, no respect.
How bad was the hold?
Huh?
How bad was the hold?
You saw it. You tell me. Was they holding me at all? Okay, that's it.
People are blowing all the physical stuff out of proportion. You know, we're not going to take any stuff, and, you know, and I guess they're not going to take any stuff, whatever. You know, we just want to be physical and stay focused. Don't try to get in any fights. Just get the job done. Worry about winning.
We play in any kind of way that we can get a win. It's crawling, walking, jumping, you know, throwing them, whatever.
With both clubs battling each other punch for punch like heavyweights in the ring.
The Bulls now lead 77-69, and away from the ball, a foul. As Mason ran Brown, offensive foul. Mason picks up his third personal.
Mason not happy with it, claiming to ref on the play. Figured to take a chance, fall to the floor, and he got the call.
And Steve Kerr hits the tee. And Charles Oakley involved with Scottie Pippen, and Oakley thought that he was fouled by Pippen, and then had something to say, and he and Scottie have had conversations right throughout the series.
But Scottie wisely did not answer back or talk, and that's why Oakley got the technical and not Pippen along with him.
He hadn't played in Detroit 7 games because he was suspended for attacking player personnel director Billy McKinney. Well, Charles Barkley has apparently had another off-the-court run-in with a fan. Edward Durham claims Barkley punched him in the mouth early Thursday morning at a Scottsdale, Arizona bar. Suns coach Paul Westphal says Barkley told him he didn't hit Durham. Barkley hasn't said much else about the incident. Police say they want to talk to Sir Charles. No charges have been filed. First trip down the floor, Lambeer and Rodman with technicals.
Injuries are the only thing that stopped him. The little general. Oh, that's a flagrant 2. Well, Greg Grant had no intention of going for the basketball. Yep, see, pushed him in the back. Now, you have to be careful here right now. This call is going to be interesting. Now, just watch it. Watch the forearm in the back. Here's the push. Now, that's a 2-shot. Okay, you're out in front. Clear way to the basket. Now Avery retaliates. Okay, there's your push. All right, that's unnecessary. But then Avery now goes after him with the ball in the face, and then they pull him apart. Now let's see how they're going to go. The referees are together now.
Let's see how they do it. Knowing Avery Johnson, that is really uncharacteristic for him to do it, and he must have felt it was definitely flagrant.
Okay, he has a free way to the rim. Anytime that happens, it's automatic, so no problem with that at all. And the ball. Now, this is where they throw Avery out of the game, because he took the ball and he went right in the face of. Now, this is why Avery's a little hot. Now you watch, Jalen Rose takes him down very hard in game run. The score was 42-42. Dennis Rodman now jumps right in here, right in Rose's face. Now, from that time on, they were outscored 29-14 in game one. Touch because he was really surprised.
Right. Well, just about 5 years ago was the last time the San Antonio Spurs have won a game 2 in a playoff series. Well, that's a little retaliation there. Jack Haley just took a push at Greg Grant, and then Tom Hammonds got into a 2.
Right.
And Steve Javie has to just grab Jack Haley, and he is tossed for the ball game. Bob Hill is not pleased with his own player. I don't blame him.
He went after Grant.
That is a pure retaliation for Avery Johnson and what he did to Avery Johnson.
Well, Grant's trying to plead his case to Steve Javie. Now keep an eye on this as we show it to you. Now here it is right here. Here's your screen around there. You're going to see. Now there, as Grant went to put a screen, you could see Haley just pushes him away. Now we're going to give you a different angle. You see Grant's trying to screen Haley, and he's got a forearm. Yeah, he had his held him on his jersey, and he had a forearm on him. Well, we have 8 seconds left in the game.
Well, Haley's in the locker room.
Yeah, but this is an expensive departure for all these guys who are going out of here.
Well, we know
it's 1,000 to start.
That's right.
Okay, that's the start.
And it's not like the Spurs will need Jack.
Now keep an eye right in the middle of your screen. You're going to see as Haley goes, oh boy, Grant. Haley just popped Grant right in the head.
Jazz met the Nets in Jersey. There's DC, the bad boy, and there's the mailman saying, I'm going to get you tonight, and he has. Malone, the better of the two. He's lighting it up right here. 25 points at halftime, while Coleman had just 2. But no fisticuffs, Norm.
Well, it doesn't have to turn into that, but Coleman, you know, he talks a lot of his game, and I think if he had brought a different attitude, he is, to me, in my mind, Steve, the best power forward in basketball.
Hey, watch out for the pick. Oh, my goodness, Sherman Douglas hammered by Shaquille O'Neal, but Sherman, we want to show you one instance from the first half that made both of these guys cringe. Hakeem Olajuwon turning right into the face of Kevin Johnson. It can get dangerous out there, can it not, guys? Jason?
I think so. And who said the NBA game isn't physical?
Yeah. I don't think either of you guys have ever said that. That makes you hurt just to watch that thing.
Oh, definitely. I know Kevin Johnson and Hakeem will have headaches tonight.
Yeah, Kevin had to get a couple of stitches and sat out much of the first quarter. Did come back and scored 7 points.
They've got to stop the game because of the new rule in the NBA that was put in the last half of last season. If there is a cut, a wound, and blood is coming out, the officials must stop the game, remove that player from the basketball game until it's cleaned up, closed, then he may come back into the game.
You think he might have been fouled on that shot?
Well, he basically is telling us with that look, how could I be bleeding like this unless I was hit somehow?
Ooh, headbutt.
They're not calling headbutts this season. That was talked about by the officials. Headbutting is allowed early in the season.
That's how he used to be able to finish off Joey Giardello. Get him to bleed.
He was cut. Yeah, he was sliced more than bread, Joey Giardello, I'll tell you.
What a good fighter, though.
Yes, sir.
Peace.